Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into win this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Well, hello, Nauticals again. My Anthony is not here. He was here and then he ran away. So happy Cruise Day Tuesday, everybody. Anthony's still coming. Hello, Mr. Z and Lindy Lou. Hello,
Sorry for the
hello.
delay. We've got still circus going on in the house.
We have recovery from thunderstorms and lightning storms, but tonight we have clear skies and it's just, the sun is just setting. So I love how long our days are during the summertime, except you wouldn't know that it's summertime because our weather is not summertime weather. It's in the 50s and 60s. It's crazy, but it's actually really nice. It gets up into the 70s during the day. Beautiful, beautiful weather. How is everybody doing?
Went fishing today.
Yeah, Anthony's been fishing. Did you catch some?
Yeah, we snagged 22 and caught 10 of those.
The ones that got away.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Z and Lindy Lou. Z's Gaming and the Home Theater Channel. That's quite a mouthful, and I never get it right. Z's Gaming and Home Theater Channel. I'm making it a cheer now. Hello, MED, Med, Mary Ellen Dillon, our good friend, Dave and Marcia. Have fun on your cruise.
Yes, have fun.
They are out on the NCL Jade. It's I think it's their first NCL cruise. So very exciting. Julie Amos, congratulations to Matthew. That is excellent.
Yes.
Lots of graduations happening. It's an exciting time
Absolutely.
of year. Absolutely. Hello to Bill Leach and
Hello, Billy.
hello. So good to see you. Masters Game, Mike and Marissa. Marissa usually team replay. Hello
Lindy Lou
to
is here.
all the team replay. And Lindy Lou goes along with Mr. Z. So I already said hello, but I will say hi to Lindy Lou separately as well. There's AJ.
AJ's here.
And Don Ash Sr. Hello,
Hello, good
Don. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Julie is already starting in with our conversation. So I'm going to save some of the conversations till I say hello, Amy, Amethyst Hayes Adventures, and Kathy L. And Holly. Holly cannot tag anyone, so she's wishing everybody greetings.
You're it.
Cruising is fun anytime. I love that. Bone Tired Travelers, hello. Danny D.
Hello.
Hey, and Meow, Crazy Cat Traveler, our
Hello.
fun friend.
Mercy's here.
Mercy Rodriguez. Rodriguez. My Espanol no es buena.
No soy bien.
No, whatever. It needs improvement, but you can try. So Dave and Brandy's Excursions also in the house. Jamie Wilhite. Hello, Jamie.
Hello.
Crazy Cat Traveler, thank you for the compliments on this shirt. It's nice and bright and just fun. Marjorie Ambrose with the O to O raid. That is
everybody.
Ocean to Ocean. Hello, everybody from Ocean to Ocean Travels. Really have enjoyed their live stream. They go live right before our live stream, and it's a fun chat. They're just talking about the breakaway and their adventures on the breakaway recently. And meanwhile, I'm showing our adventures on the breakaway from years past, but it still is fun to recollect. And it's still the same ship. Tara Kelly. Hello, Tara. Oh, Tess is packing for a camping trip. Oh, so good to have you here, Tess. We'll try to entertain you with our chat. Definitely feel free to contribute if you have something to chat in the chat. We have go
ahead and chat.
Fun little conversation to be had. Yes. Oh, Amy had 1.5 inches of heavy rain this morning, caused lots of flooding. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys.
Is the rain actually heavier, or is it just the volume of it?
It means a lot is coming down, you goofball. It's not actually
like the water density hasn't shifted.
I don't think so.
It's not like heavy water.
But you
versus
get a
light
sprinkle.
Water. What is heavy water?
Sprinkle versus it's polluted water. Pushadula, hello.
Heavy water. I mean, seriously, it's a thing.
Yeah, isn't it something that's not healthy?
Yes.
It's got
out of a nuclear.
It has a metal in it, isn't it?
No, it's
It might have metals in it.
Yeah, no.
From the nuclear, it's like nuclear charged.
Yeah, it's got 3 eyes.
Oh boy. Well, we're not in a science class. We're here to talk about cruising. Jamie Wilhite said it was 109 when I got off of work today. Crazy. I know the rest of the nation is really, really warm, but actually, Dave and Brandy, like us Northerners, we're kind of staying cool, and it's not terrible. Cheryl, one deck down, she's a Northerner.
It was cool this morning. It was 42 when we went out on the lake this morning.
Well, you got up at like 2:30 in the morning. That's ridiculous.
2:30 in the morning.
Crazy. Mr. Z, been sick the last couple of days, feeling better today. I'm glad you're getting better. Keep on feeling better, Mr. Z. I'm so sorry.
The fish are biting on the water.
Anthony's making his own songs. No, I'm not going to just go.
Yes, you can.
No.
I'm looking up heavy water.
All right, Sharon at Sea Travel. Hello. So good to see you, our sweet friends at Sharon at Sea Travel. They are getting ready for a mega adventure. So they are... Come on.
I learned something.
You learned something?
Yes.
What did you learn from heavy water?
It has an extra oxygen molecule. It's 2H2O.
2H2O. Hannah knows about heavy water, huh? What is it unhealthy? It is unhealthy.
It is. It's not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't drink it in excess, I don't think.
Hannah, what makes heavy water?
It's a
different chemical molecule. So
Hannah's the voice from beyond again. You want to come on? Hannah says no, she's not coming on the live stream tonight. So maybe a little later she may. Mr. Z's also pushing 100 up in northern Nevada. Not up. That would be down in northern Nevada. Oh my gosh.
You can
Nice
sip heavy water, but
and
you shouldn't drink it.
hot.
Just sipping.
So it's not a hydration type of
Just sipping
thing.
liqueur.
Daily Dose of the Bible, Kenneth Oakes is here as well with an Oda O raid.
Yes.
And Kathy L just got home from a
Hello,
cruise
Kathy
this
L.
morning. I don't know how or why we got on heavy water, but it's because of the raining, the heavy
Yes.
downpour. And then Anthony takes it off the rails. And then the voice from beyond is having conversations on the live stream.
So you can have up to a glass of heavy water without any ill effects, but more than that could cause you to feel dizzy or faint because it will mess, the density of it will mess with the fluid in your inner ear.
Oh, we don't need fluid in the inner ear to be messed
I
with.
hate water.
I don't know if they can hear you or not. That's my
can.
issue. The voice from beyond.
They
I
can hear
don't know
me.
the microwave.
The microwave.
The microphone.
Has an area
Oh, okay. So Bryson says hi. Hi,
Hello,
Bryson. Bryson's going to be a future cruise ship entertainer. He has a main role in his first musical. He's Winthrop and Music Man.
Very
oh
cool.
my gosh, that's awesome. I love that musical. Hello, Bryson. So good to have you watching the chat.
Tina Hoover's here.
Tina saying hello, everyone. So the next vlog, Crazy Cat Traveler, we actually get to see Bermuda. Yes, the next one. I'm editing it right now.
I don't even remember
We
going to Bermuda.
actually
I think
did.
we were there for like 4
We
hours.
got to Bermuda for a
Maybe
little
2.
bit of time. No, 6 hours, and it was good. Hey, Beauty and the Bum Travels. Hello, Larry. Yes, H30. Carl, Darth Yoda of the Borg knows. H30.
No, it's not H3O. It's
H2O2.
yeah.
Is that what it is? Hello, Maple Taffy Global.
2H2O.
Oh, poutine time. Yes. Oh my gosh. Poutine is so delicious. We actually made poutine just recently. So D&G Explorers, hello. Lindy Lou, thank you so much. She's being so sweet. I'm trying to keep the chat together and it's going off the rails. Sorry, you guys. Larry is sitting on my deck enjoying a Monte Cristo and a John Daly.
Wow.
I don't know what a John Daly
It's
means.
a drink.
Oh, I thought it was a book.
Or,
I thought
or
you
smoke.
took.
That's one of the
Oh,
two.
it's a cigar.
Yes. I
No,
think it's
a Monte Cristo is a cigar, and
Yes.
a John Daly must be some
drink.
kind of a whiskey drink, I imagine. What is a John Daly? Darth Yoda of Borg says it's 3 hydrogens to 1 oxygen. Oh, Sharon and Jamie only have it at 105 there. Well, it's a dry heat, right? It's in
That's
Arizona,
the rumor.
the dry heat, so it doesn't
Like an
really
oven.
count. Oh, Jamie, hopefully you'll have cooler weather. I think that up here it's supposed to be getting warmer actually as the week progresses. So James Baker, hello. Will G, so good to see you. Yeah, James says try Vegas for heat. I actually love the warmth. Oh, you're getting people to say hello to you, Hannah. 2:30 a.m. Dave and Brandy says that makes my wake up call from my coach at 6 a.m. very easy then. Well, Anthony got a nice sleep in, and he was doing goof off activities all day today, so it doesn't really count. I don't count it as being it wasn't work. That's what I say. Oh, Mercy said we got almost 3.55 in the last 24. Didn't get any rain in April or May. Kathy says I can hear her. I hear the voice, says Crazy Cat Traveler. We hear the voice from beyond. Either get on the live stream or stop
Driving her
interrupting
crazy, which is
and driving me nuts.
Bye. Goodbye.
Careful.
We got a flyby Hannah.
Mercy Rodriguez, 3.55 inches of rain in the last 24
my
Heavy
gosh.
hours.
water is caused by the heavier isotope of hydrogen bonded to oxygen to create heavy water. It's twice as heavy as a normal hydrogen.
Why are we talking? Wait, you're
I was brought in for this conversation.
Florida Cruiser says, hi guys. Yes, ban all the chair hogs, ban those that bring drugs, people that fight, people who constantly touch the food buffet with their hands, people who switch cabin room bottled water bottles and refill it.
What?
That actually happens? I've never heard of that happening. That's terrible.
Florida Cruisers, they
Wow,
get
Florida Cruisers. Oh my
we want
gosh.
to know more. It's like the heavy water debate.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. So tonight, no, it's not about heavy water. I'm sorry about the conversation with the heavy water for anybody who wanted to come for cruise chat, but now we've gotten drug into the heavy water debate with the boys from Beyond. But the topic for tonight is those cruisers that drive us crazy, those pet peeves that we have in cruising, these people that drive us absolutely nuts. Now, this stems from a little series that Tony from La Lita Loca has recently done. He's done a couple of videos, not really a series, but
he's only done a couple.
Just a two.
He's just a couple. Tony has just only done a couple.
Just a couple of videos. Well, on this topic, not that he's only done a couple videos in his lifetime, but I'm saying on this topic, Tony recently did some videos on banning people from cruising and the things that drive him crazy, just drive him absolutely batty. So I thought that we could maybe just talk about some of these people that drive you crazy. I did.
People who make notes drive me crazy.
Well, that people that talk about heavy water. All right, it's all good fun. This is all just about, chatting and hanging together. Let's see. Did Anthony get video of Linda and Marty running the pier? I think we do have some video of that. Nice. We at least have conversations. We didn't even realize really what happened and the story behind it. So yeah, everybody can hear Hannah just loud and clear. Hello, Kimberly Lovell. Hello, Nancy. I'm new here at your channel, I think, Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly.
Hello, Kimberly. Welcome, Bone Tired Travelers.
Oh, Bone Tired Travelers. Okay, we're back. Oh my gosh, poutine. Yes, we made some poutine and it was delicious. Very filling. Oh my gosh, very filling. But Wisconsin cheese curds. So, we got that contribution. Hello, Destination Fun. Hello.
Lemonade iced tea with vodka.
John Daly is a golfer.
No. Lemonade iced tea with vodka.
Oh, okay. Says. Oh, it's a lemonade iced tea with vodka. So it's kind of like a I see. So it is like a Arnold Palmer, but with vodka in it. That would be a drink I would drink that.
I can see Daly drinking that, yeah.
Party on the Seas. Hello, Eric. So good to see you. Let's see. Everybody can hear Hannah well. Sorry, Kimberly, it is going a little crazy. This is normal. Anthony's job on the live stream is to send us right off track.
I'm the entertainment.
And he does that well. Ocean to ocean travel. Hello. So good to see you here. Thank you so much. I've already given the spiel that check out Ocean to Ocean Travel on the live before our live stream.
Oh, okay.
Add
vodka,
fun.
you get a John Daly.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Arnold Palmer turns into John Daly. Just a little transformational. Sounds good. It does. I would give that a try, actually. Oh man, is Hannah on Coop Cruise or is she getting married instead? Tess says, winky face. Oh my goodness.
You're trouble.
Oh, Tess, you're funny. Anthony Simone, hello, Anthony. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's you got drugged? Tess asked. I don't know what that's about. All right. So we wanted to talk about, there was a vlog out, says Party on the Seas, about, you want to read this for me and I can take a drink?
No. There was a vlog out about a person posting on TikTok about showing people how to switch the cabin water out. Switch the water out without getting caught.
So those big bottles of water that you have in your cabin and switching it out, that's pretty lousy. That is, I mean,
that's low.
I've been known to cheat the system a little, but I would not do that.
That's so low. If I had a belt, I might beat them. No, that's out of a movie.
No,
that's out of a movie.
That's terrible. He drives me crazy sometimes. Sorry, guys. Bad behaving kids, adults. Okay, so we're talking about pet peeves. So I wanted to just go through the list and have a little conversation here about this is Tony's list. He put out a couple of videos, one a couple days ago, and then one today on cruisers that he wanted to have banned. So if you guys haven't checked out Lalita Loca's videos, he does such a fun job. He does such a good job of presenting. And I just thought, well, why not just play off of his video and do like a reactional live stream to it. So I might be stealing an idea, but I figure most of the cruise chat has been chatted about aplenty. So I don't know that there's any real original ideas. We're just kind of rehashing and everybody has different opinions. So it's all new when we talk about it together. So he did not like people who arrive at the cruise port without their paperwork in hand and are scrambling for their paperwork. Now I have a twist on this, and I kind of wanted to get you guys say on this. We're getting better with this, but in the past we have struggled and scrambled for paperwork. Now I'm getting better organized. I'm always the one that organizes the paperwork. He doesn't do squat for it. He's just like arrives and he's like, well, where's the paperwork?
No, I don't say where's the paperwork.
No, I say, here's your paperwork. And I just hand it to you.
I forget about it.
I really shouldn't enable you so much, but I do it because I love cruising and you just come along for the ride. You say you like cruising, but I organize it.
I like it.
Yeah, I do take care of that. That part, is one that I don't want him to goof up. So I guess somebody needs to do
that's it right there.
Somebody needs to do the signing.
Because she is worried that it's not going to happen quite right. And it has to be done a certain way.
It does. So he holds his own passport
like folding
now.
A towel.
He used to not hold his own passport, right?
No, I
remember coming to the first cruise and I had your passport.
We had all the passports.
All the passports were all together.
Just because they're all together.
And Anthony was parking.
No, and the reason that she wanted to have all the passports together was because
I didn't want the kids to lose their passports.
She was afraid everybody would forget their passport going. I've been traveling for years without forgetting a passport.
Well, the cruise port, you can't take a cruise without a passport.
Until she decides to take my passport.
Anyway, what do you guys think about people who are scrambling for paperwork? I feel like there should be some allowances made for those people who scramble because some people are less organized than others, but it is nice when you do get to the cruise port. There is a certain point where they won't let you go until you have your paperwork in hand. So you can't even like get into the lines until you have some of your paperwork in hand. And I understand that. And it's gotten more easy over the years.
It has, but You know, it's funny, but they ask you for that paperwork like over and over and over and over again. Like, there's no way you got to this point without showing your paperwork.
Betsy from Beach Please says Mike keeps my passport.
There's no way you got to this point without this piece of paper. But, oh, I have to see your piece of paper. All you're doing is passing it to the next person who has to see
because
your paper.
that's gotten the stamp. You know, that's how some of the cruise lines do it. Daniel Fields,
but you
hello.
show it 3, 4, 5 times.
And Big G and Snuggles is also in the chat. Hello,
I'm just saying, it's just like there is this. I'm a process
AJ
guy.
said you're gonna like Celebrity because checking at the pier is all done by the app, no paper. Awesome, that's awesome. And Bill Boingo is here. Hello. Bill. Oh, Tess says hello, Netsy. That's a nice way to call Betsy. I know, Tess, you meant Betsy. Oh my gosh. Bill, we just got into the conversation. You haven't missed anything. And Sue said, as long as they aren't in front of me, I don't care. Yeah, when you are, I think that by the time you're getting to where you're actually getting on board, all the paperwork has already been shown typically. And yeah, I mean, then it's just being able to go forward. And there used to be, I think they're getting better in the cruise port at not for embarkation. Somewhat. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Holly said, I liked Tony's video. It's unbelievable what some people will do. It is, but I had some points that were like, oh, I don't know, especially new cruisers. Like, give new cruisers the benefit of the doubt. Give them some leeway. Yeah. Let them take time because they're trying to figure this whole thing out. Yeah. Like our first cruise, and we were like discombobulated and dealing with a family, and we were so excited, and it was such an investment to us. We thought that this was going to be like our only cruise, so it was a big, big deal to us. And I don't know, we didn't do it quite right because then I had to go back, find Anthony, get him his passport, go through all the lines all over again. It was a mess. To me, this is a lot like getting upset about somebody when they go up to McDonald's and they're trying to figure out what they want. It's not like McDonald's changes their menu. If you've ever been to McDonald's, you go to McDonald's, you know exactly what you're going to get. But still you have people who come up and go, I don't know what I want. I think that some people are just disorganized that way. They're just not there. Or alternatively, they are new. And I think you have to give an excuse for people that are doing that to be able to allow them that grace. Tess says, OMG ban. Get your stuff together, people. Oh my gosh. Dave and Brandy said, I didn't see that about the water bottle issue. That is crazy. That's horrible. That's cheating, people. That is just nuts. For Sergeant Richard. Oh my goodness. Hello. And cool. Thank you so much for the super chat. Saying, I just got off Celebrity Eclipse to Bermuda, and everyone on board agreed, ban those miscreants that are not following nautical nurse Nancy and Anthony. Yeah, right. Oh, I love it. You crack me up. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh, much love for Sergeant Richard. We appreciate you so much. You make me laugh. Oh, my heavens. I can't wait for Celebrity when we get to take that cruise in 2026. I'm really looking forward to it. But Tess says it's annoying, but I try to be patient. And that's kind of part of it. I think that people who get annoyed with the lines sometimes are ones that are the hardest to deal with, including myself. Sometimes I'm guilty. I'm guilty. But you're going to have a much nicer time, and the people around you are going to have a lot more pleasant of a time if you're not sitting there losing your cool about having to wait in lines, because in general, I mean, the reality is that once you make it to that cruise port and you're in line and you're ready to go, you're getting on the ship. Mm-hmm. You're going on a cruise. You're going to have a vacation. Yeah. Start having the party. Just enjoy. Just try to relax and ride the ride, you know, and enjoy even the time that you spend in line because you can hang out with people. It's an
I-
interaction.
I have the best time in the cruise port terminals just evaluating the processes that go on.
There's a lot that goes on. Cruise Nuts, hello, D's Nuts in the house. Oh my goodness, so appreciate you being here. Oh, let's see. Lindy Lou finally turned on the air. Holy moly, Lindy Lou. I think it's about time. Yes. Just remember, Anthony, when you also had to show test results and vaccine cards.
And blood.
We
and
remember.
Tears.
We lived it.
Screaming and yelling and ranting and raving about
Gnashing
why do you
of
have
teeth.
to push it in so far?
Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Oh my word. Yeah, Anthony, just stick it down your pants and whip it out every few minutes. Oh my
I
gosh.
I have been traveling internationally for a long time. And I know
have trust issues with him because he loses these constantly and other things constantly.
There are some things I just don't lose. And the passport is one of them.
Feel like
hey, Alan with a Y.
How about your wallet? Shall we talk? How many times have you lost your driver's license?
That's not as important as the passport when you're traveling.
Seriously.
No, I'm telling you. There's not a...
Oh, hello, Alan with the Y. I know Anthony just said hello to you. We are just chatting about the pet peeves. So, yes.
Well, and here's the thing. And I was just talking to a guy that I used to travel with all the time, Eduardo. Eduardo and I went to Costa Rica. And we're standing in line. And then all of a sudden, over this intercom, somebody calls my name out and asked me to identify myself while I'm waiting in the, for going through customs. And I'm like, what's going on here? And so I raise my hand, and this woman in a olive green uniform comes up, looks military. She has no patches on. She has no name tag, nothing. She's just in this uniform. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Are you Mr. Plack?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she says, "Can I have your passport?" And I give her my passport. And as I'm giving it to her, I'm saying, "Eduardo's with me." And she goes, "Eduardo, do you have your passport?" Yes. She grabs both of our passports and just starts walking down the way with my passport. I'm not walking away from this woman. I am sticking with her the whole way down. And that's how we started going to Costa Rica at the time. And it was like,
well, Big G and Snuggle says,
not going to go away without the passport.
He says it's simple. Each person carry their own gear, i.e. passport, money, cards, etc. By the time we get to the cruise port, he gets the boarding pass and everything. Until then, he doesn't get his own boarding pass. It's from being a mama. When you're a mama with a family and you have to make sure everybody's organized and has all their stuff together, you dictate
their socks.
All of their stuff.
Or their underwear.
Oh, don't even get me started for all of that. Oh my gosh. Can you be banned for smoking rugs? Says Big G and
Nothing
Snuggles.
like being in Rwanda and realizing your son only brought one pair of socks.
That was terrible. I think there were two pairs. I think he packed one and he had one on. And we were washing them every single night. By hand. Oh, it was really interesting. But he packed his own clothes. He did pretty good for everything except for the socks.
Gotta make sure they have everything, right?
Sugar said, "Hello, Sugar. I always have a passport holder. My paperwork is with my passport. It's so much easier." Yep. All right. We only got past one point. So let's go on to number 2. So, all right. Ocean has
people
a good
that
point.
Annoy me are the ones that cut in front of disabled people at the elevator.
Yeah,
Man.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
That is rude.
Agreed.
That is terrible.
People in general who cut in front.
Don't even let the people out of the elevator and try to push their way in. And it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Just crazy. So then number 2 of Tony's list was people who don't complete the muster in a timely fashion. Yeah.
That is an issue.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Get on board and do your muster.
However, there is the inverse of that too.
The people that don't.
So we came across this in the back-to-back. So when we did the back-to-back, you don't get access to doing
You
your
can't do the muster right away.
You can't.
The employees are not ready for you to
Right.
muster right away.
Right.
Like immediately. Because we literally got back on board at like 10:15. It was crazy fast.
So they had just opened up for general boarding. Somebody came on. I was trying to get a drink. And right at that time, muster hadn't actually really officially started. And they wouldn't let me get the drink because we hadn't done muster. And the person next to me goes, you should always do that when you get on the ship. The first time, you should not even be on this ship.
other people like to talk smack against others, which is what we're doing, right?
It's like, okay, I don't think you get it.
That's
So, yeah.
all right.
But
yeah.
muster is an issue for me. Other than that issue, I do
Yeah,
agree.
you
gotta
get
have a little grace,
muster
but I'm
done.
missing.
Also, can be some allowance for the new cruisers that may not know, but you learn real quick after the announcements are going on, and new cruisers should be really paying attention to the announcements, I think.
Yeah.
So, Crazy Cat Traveler, to my point, you can tell the inexperienced travelers. When I landed in Australia, I was aghast when ladies in front of me who had flown in from the U.S. were
supposed to be on the
Majestic Princess that day. So they had just flown in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, new cruisers you have to
Crazy.
give a lot of grace to.
Yes.
And and try and help them out.
And Holly has a great point. Muster's so easy right now. I mean,
but I like
really.
I do like how on the Carnival they do have the blue card. And the blue card is nice because when you see that, you can give people extra grace. You can give them help. You can make sure that they're doing okay. As a fellow cruiser, just give them a little extra hand because I wish that we had that when we were doing cruising the first time.
You don't see the cards because they don't have cards yet when you're coming
No,
on board,
I understand that, but still, it's something that you can still figure out.
Yeah.
Right?
Muster
so I think there's
takes
some value to it.
2 seconds. What's frustrating is when you've done your muster and they haven't recorded it correctly and you have to go back and say, hey, can you make sure that you record that I have been here for the muster? That's a little annoying, but not a game changer.
Do men still hold the door open for women and handicapped people? Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I think that different people hold the door open for different people. And I think it's just a consideration. It's not always that men hold it open for women, but you hold it open for each other.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to men holding a door open for a woman either. So I know that is from sometimes days gone by, but I believe that you should be considerate of your fellow cruisers for sure. Yes. Party on the Sea says to the blue cards, welcome to cruising. And it might be their first time on Carnival, not necessarily like their first cruise. So
but they're new to Carnival. They're new to the whole experience and just giving them an extra hand. Because often you'll see a lot of people, some people with blue cards around their neck, and they're looking at the map on the ship trying to figure out where stuff is. And I just ask them, what you're looking for.
Help them if you can.
And they'll say this, and I'll go, oh yeah, let's go up this way. Make sure you do this.
As long as you know where you're directing them. Sometimes you direct them
wrongly.
wrongly.
You don't have to know. You just tell them where to go.
Sometimes you don't give them the right directions. That doesn't help.
There's a madness to my method.
Oh, Sugar said my last back-to-back, the second time around, I didn't have to do a second muster on NCL. That's awesome. That would be really nice. But we did, but it's so fast. Just putting on a life jacket. Sometimes they ask, do you know how to put on the life jacket? We're like, yes, we do know how to put on the life jacket. And they just let us go. As long as you know where to find your muster station. Anthony's showing me this number. I think he wants me to get to the next number because I have a list. So this is interaction, goofball. You spent like 15 hours on the heavy water issue.
We haven't even done 15 hours here. You.
Okay. The third number that Tony mentioned was those that refuse to tip people who are dependent on tipping. So not giving tips, being stingy, that brings up the whole debate of tipping. But I think Tony's point is
how far do you tip? I mean, is it like a 90 degree or is it like a...
Are we back on the heavy water? Hi, Cindy. So good to see you. Yeah, we're just going through pet peeves, kind of bouncing off of Lalita Loca's recent videos. So anyway, on his wanting to ban certain cruisers. But yes, you know what? I think being generous is a good thing to be, but you can also, it's not easy if you can't, if you don't necessarily, if you've already given your gratuities, how far do you take that generosity? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's always a tricky topic, you know, because you've kind of,
Well, tip and tip how much, right?
yeah, tip
You
and
can't
tip how
judge
much.
if
And
somebody's tipping. You shouldn't judge on how much they tip.
tipping is common courtesy, but it is hard to realize how far to go on the tipping. And like, we're not made of money. So like, okay, then I feel like it's a fairness issue. I never would take my gratuities away. But sometimes, yes, Cindy always grabs my knee.
She calls me out every time I try to. I try to do things discreet to try and help
knee during the
her.
heavy water. I'm
She
like,
doesn't
no more
want
heavy
the
water.
help at all.
Oh Lordy, it's the joys of live streaming. But yes, I bring a thank you card from my room steward and put some cash in it. And
Yeah,
everybody,
that's a very sweet thing.
when we try to tip our room steward, I feel best if we can tip our room steward right away, because then it doesn't. We're procrastinators. We both are procrastinators, and sometimes
Let's talk about that later.
the last day,
Let's talk about that later.
we don't get to tip the room steward, even though they've done an amazing job, if we can't locate them because they're so busy cleaning. And we like to have the thank you card. We like to have it filled out. But guess who has to fill it out? It's me, because he doesn't fill out the thank you cards. Do you?
Rare.
But I do think that it is important to tip. It's just, after you've already given those onboard gratuities, I think it's that above and beyond. And when you get drinks and they're already 20% tipped, then how much more are you putting on there if you've already tipped that 20%? Are we going up to 50% tipping? I don't know. I mean, like, I have mixed feelings on how much you actually are expected to tip.
I
we're
think
not
any
trying to
tip
be
should be
cheap.
good. No.
We're just trying to
Right.
be able to survive. You got to go ahead.
Kimberly Lovell says, at beach day, my 18 and 21-year-old nephews want to go back to the ship. Well, my sis-in-law should not have said, here, take the backpack. Well, their sail and sign cards were in there too.
Oh, yes. But usually you can get back on board. I mean, they have facial ID now.
Yeah.
So Anthony has gone out to port several times and lost his sail and sign card.
Yeah.
And his wallet and his, ID. He's lost all kinds of things while we've been out and about. It's a constant for him.
Never lost my
This
passport.
is why the passport is
Never.
an issue with mine.
There are important things and there are not important things.
But you can get back on the
Replaceables.
ship because they have the photo ID. They can usually get you back on there. We've experienced it for sure. We have absolutely experienced that. So it's always awkward to talk about tipping because I always feel like a cheapskate. I want to be able to tip people appropriately. Definitely the room stewards. And we also love to tip those those service people that may not get tips, like the ones that are cleaning. But here, you can go on to the next point if you want to.
Curious.
So the ones that are cleaning, or the ones that, in the bathrooms, taking care of cleaning the bathrooms, all of the staff that don't necessarily get tipped. So what's to say that they shouldn't get a tip now and then? So Sue brings some packaged treats and some extra cash for our
one of the things I think is
Yeah.
better sometimes than that is to actually find out what it is that they want and see if you can grab it at port. Sometimes they can't get off port.
Sometimes they
So we like to do that too, right?
They are usually very hesitant to say anything, but if you really push them, sometimes they like it. And some snacks too, but money really is the one that speaks volumes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
actually, we found out that one of the talking to them this last time on their back-to-back, one of the things that was real common was they were asking for the small packages of like Pringles or potato chips or things that you couldn't get on the ship.
Little snacks that they don't always
You
have.
can't get on the ship,
just
and they're
fun
nice.
little snacks
and they
for
use
them.
them as barter, because they do.
I don't know that, but
That's what he said.
One of the lifeguards you were talking
yes,
to.
one of our lifeguards.
Muhammad, yes.
He was
then
fun.
Tony said one of the other points that drives him nuts is people who talk through a show or a presentation.
How about people who talk over the top of it? No, I'm just.
We sometimes whisper. We try not to bother those around us.
Depends on how much alcohol. Depends on the volume of the whisper.
Yeah.
And sometimes alcohol distorts that volume knob, where people can't really tell whether they're whispering.
What are you talking about?
I'm whispering. What are you talking about?
I'm a loud one, that's for sure. Ooh, Greg lost his wait a second. Greg lost his Princess Cruise medallion when he was swimming. Now that's an expense, though, I think. Saw Barracuda watching him, flailing his arms. He had to get escorted back to ship from port authorities. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. What a pain. Because that cruise medallion is, I think it's like on a watch or a pendant, but that is something that's like an expense, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
People who come super late and cut through the
rows trying to find seats, or people who save the entire row. And at what point is it an appropriate number to save seats? Like, I feel like a few is
30,
okay.
40, somewhere in there.
No, I think a couple, but if you're saving
20, let's go down to 20.
No, if you're saving a whole row of seats, that's ridiculous. Like, that is too many. Like, just, you should not have to save seats for those that are coming late. But Tess agrees pretty often when the subject comes up online. People talk about tipping their stewards an extra 100 and the wait staff 100. I'm not pressured by that, but glad some people do it. Yeah, I mean, we just don't have the money to be able to cruise like that. I wish we would, but we would never. We do not remove gratuities. I don't believe that's a way to go. That's not. Oh, coming in late to a show once it started, says Julie, insisting on getting to the front of the theater in everybody else's way. yeah, definitely. Kimberly always has that extra gratitude, appreciation, and thanks for all that are in the service industry. And definitely, it's good to be able to tip, but we don't have,
other than the security staff. No,
we don't have the money for like tipping $100 for who. I mean, we're
bring back skeet shooting. That'd be good.
No, you wouldn't. All right, so parents who let their kids swim in the hot tub. That was number 5. So I think that in general, the kids that are just running amok, and that was mentioned earlier, the kids that are just running crazy and wild. And I mean, that makes it really unpleasant for those who are, who I think that was a Halloween movie. But anyway, what do you think?
I think that is an issue. I think there are kids that are on the ship that are an absolute joy. They're fun. They are having fun. They are respectful. They are kind. And you can tell that they've got a good parents who care about making sure that they have good manners. There are other kids on the ship that they're not even sure what a manner is, other than maybe some place to go and stay. So, there is a difference, I think, that you find, and you see that not just with kids, but also with adults.
And I just wanted to interject to like in with the hot tub kind of thing. Sometimes there can be public displays of affection that are just too far and should not be done in public.
Well, once again, alcohol has a little bit of say here.
And I mean, we've been a little like, we've talked about doing things on cruise ships, but never like openly like that. Not like, there is just a line that gets drawn and it gets overstepped, and when like hot tubs and swimming pools, and
Well, alcohol
basically
can have a
just
lot to say about
too
that,
much, and
Yeah.
it's just not appropriate.
Right.
It's just and we're not a bunch of prudes, but it's just not. It's not appropriate. It's not
And-
pleasant for those around you.
And this isn't judging either. I mean, you could have kids that have some alcohol and they're better, and some kids who don't have alcohol that are worse.
No, not the kids with alcohol.
I'm just teasing.
No, I don't even know what
Oh,
you're.
I think I crossed the line.
I
there.
think that you did. But Naomi and I had experience with some really vile people who were just nasty. We had spoken up about it and just said, can you not do that in the hot tub? Like, we're in this hot tub as well, and we're all sharing. And they were just nasty. They dug in and like started calling us names and calling us ugly, and they were just horrible to us and made us feel, and we were not trying to be horrible to them. We just asked them not to be lying on each other and sitting, grinding on each other. And it was in that instance, security will help the situation.
Right.
That is who you need, is security.
But in general, behaviors have to be accounted for. And the reason that I brought that up about children with alcohol is that is actually a real event. Because in Europe, children can have alcohol.
Kids get alcohol by taking half-empty drinks that people leave behind, and that absolutely, and that's all over the ship.
And this is what
all
I'm saying.
over the ship.
And sometimes culture, and there are differences. We have people from all over the world who have different cultures, and having a little bit of grace towards those cultures and learning that is one thing, and then how you treat others is another.
Yeah.
I think the universality is that, the golden rule: treat others as you would want to be treated. And when people treat you badly, you're going, you really want to be treated that way? And I think that's the right. That's the key question. But I saw somebody who got on another parent because they gave their kid some wine at dinner. And it's like, why are you getting on them? So even just that art, just that the bad behavior to others.
Well, fair enough. Beverly also agreed, I think, with the kids running amok around in the elevators. So
yeah, and a lot of that, sometimes that's the last day stuff. We learned that with our kids.
Sometimes when they close down the outside events because of high winds, sometimes
the kids get bored.
Those things that the kids expected to do with the energetic, like the water slides and that, and if all of those high ropes and water slides are not available, then the kids do get bored, and and sometimes they're just gathering. I mean,
Sometimes
they're not
necessarily
even getting into any trouble. They're just kind of hanging, and they need goofy. Something to do, so they're not necessarily
like riding the elevators.
Being yes. Sometimes the kids push all the buttons. That is a bit annoying. I will get out of an elevator and find a different way if that's the way it is. But Amethyst Hayes Adventures said, worst 80s party ever due to kids screaming just to make noise. Yeah. So, and and if you find that you're not able to deal with it, I think that removing yourself from that situation isn't a bad thing to go do either. Jumping in the hot tub scene, got in thinking they'd stop. They didn't. I stayed chatting with them. LOL. They left. Well, yes. We were with a couple that seemed to, humping. We were with them. They seemed to enjoy it. They seemed like they just seemed to enjoy it.
See, I actually had a couple of events like that. And one of the things that's fun to do is to start bringing up philosophy and religious questions to them while they're involved. Well, that's
one of Tony's points, actually.
I do
religious conversations with strangers, and he said those people should be banned. And I was like, oh, my Anthony is not going to agree with you on that, because religious and political talk is his jam, and he loves to sit in hot tubs.
I behave for the most part.
Political talk.
Yeah.
But most of the time he says to me that they brought it up, and he
I let
he
them bring it
goes
up.
into the conversation.
Correct.
And once you're in the conversation,
Right.
you're in it.
Yeah.
But I have pity for those who are in there and don't want to hear that talk, and they're sucked into that nasty talk. And
It's
I don't
not
love it.
nasty.
I hate it.
That's a
I
judgment
hate
call.
it. And
That's a judgment call.
I am judging.
But
because
see,
that's just not where I want to go. I don't want to be there when I'm on vacation. I don't want to be there in my everyday life. I don't want to have to overhear conversations about political talk and all of that. I just don't want to.
See, though,
but
when somebody
thinks it's justified.
when somebody is doing the bump and grind in the public pools, and you start bringing up religious questions to them, it often will get them to leave. And that's one of the things that I've kind of learned. So I'm just telling you, it's a little trick.
It's not just the bump and grind situations when that gets brought up. He will talk about politics and religion.
I will, but I'm just saying it's the only time
anywhere.
I do bring it up myself.
So, talk to Tex is sucking tonight, says Tess. Tess, you're doing just fine. Keep it up. Yeah, that's what I did. I just left and went on my workout. Wait, your comment went away. Could still hear them screaming as I would get close to the Lido. They were so loud. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I think they need to ban kids that like throwing ice cream at people's door decorations. Yeah. If they're that unruly, then that's out of control. Right. That's just not cool. Yeah.
I think,
Tess said, Anthony and I had a religious conversation. It was very adult and reasonable. No yelling, refreshing. Yeah, he's good one he likes to hear other people's conversations on debatable topics. I don't always enjoy it. Yeah. I don't necessarily want to hear it. I don't want to think about it. Yes, say I am on vacation. I don't want to hear it. So I think a lot of people feel that way. And so if you are having this conversation and it's loud enough for everybody else in the hot tub to have to listen to it, it's annoying. That's my viewpoint on it. It can be very annoying, but he has it also goes into freedom of speech. Can't you talk about things? Why can't we talk things out? So I get both ends. I don't know. I just think my end is right. Yeah. Hello, Jack Sinner. I know what it is. Bacon. Yes. I won't talk politics, says Tess. I walk away. Yeah. Kids in elevators don't bother me, says Beverly. Sometimes I feel bad about getting in because I feel like I'm interrupting their fun times, because sometimes they're just all sitting on the inside of the elevator, just riding the elevator. So it is interesting how we're all wired differently, and just because I'm wired a certain way doesn't mean it's right. And it's definitely not right for everybody. And I like how Anthony balances me off. I just don't always want to hear it. Hopefully I balance him out too. I don't know. I think I do. Well, we're almost out of time. Let's see. Yes. A couple more of Tony's his comments. Vaping in elevators. I think you're not supposed to vape or smoke in the non-smoking areas. Yes. Just don't do it. Yes. That's what I say. But a lot of people do. But I say just follow the rules for that. But he said something about some corny joke, seeing the captain out and about and then saying, who's driving the ship? That was one of his amusing points, but that's not so much of a pet peeve that generally people have. Yeah. And then he said some of the etiquette in the casino. So splitting tens at the blackjack table, which I don't even know why that would be annoying.
Issue. Some people are annoyed by that.
Yeah,
Crazy Cat Travel.
Play blackjack can be annoying.
Well, and craps tables, there's some of the same stuff going on. The problem is not debating anymore. It's I'm right and you're an idiot mentality. The idea of respectful disagreement is gone. Yes. Yeah. Having a respectful conversation with another person to expand your idea, your realm of ideas.
Yeah, we've lost the art of debating.
Yes.
Really. I mean, it's just mudslinging, really. So, we were quiet, Nancy, LOL. But in general, I agree. Your end is correct.
So the only other thing I think that I would add to that whole collection is people who stand on the balcony throwing ducks off naked.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. We didn't get through all of the pet peeves
What were some of
tonight.
the other
Not
ones?
at all. Not washing hands in the bathroom. I mean, that's for
Yeah,
granted.
that's
You know,
an issue.
just
It's-
don't be
yeah,
gross. You know, have good hygiene and good
Right.
etiquette. That goes along with not fondling
The ship boat debate. Agreed.
Oh, don't fondle the buffet food. You know, don't touch the buffet food with your hands. You
Ship
know.
boat debate.
Oh my word. Okay. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't care if somebody calls the ship a boat or vice versa. It's really not a deal to me.
But
But
just don't do the debate.
some people-
Who cares?
some people really get annoyed at
So we are
it.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Yes, for today.
At the end of the live stream. We are. Our hour is up, so we didn't even get through. We didn't even get through the whole list.
I was trying to help her get through it.
I mean, yeah, except for your heavy water comments. Oh, so many great discussion points. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I love the washy
Naggy,
guys
naggy.
in the buffet. Anthony hates them.
I do.
I love them. I think they're great. I
Naggy,
think they're
naggy.
super. He thinks they're naggy, and that naggy, it drives me nuts. So he drives me nuts sometimes. The way that he takes it up with the washy people,
Because I have my own passport.
and because he sometimes argues with
What are you doing?
with security.
Stop.
I-
It's not what you're doing. It's a control thing.
Oh my word!
know, it's
All right,
end-
you guys, it's time to end
It is.
end the night. Safe travels.
God bless.
Thanks so much for being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's time to go. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now.